Carn Island is an island belonging to the autonomous region of the southern Caribbean coast of the neighboring country of Nicaragua, a small island of only 10 square kilometers. Being here, you can notice that it's a beautiful place full of landscape that make you notice that you're in the Caribbean. The current name, according to the historian, was given by French pirate, who upon arriving the island saw a large crop of corn, which is presumed to have planted by the Kukras, indigenous settlers of the archipelago, who in their language call it Isla de Maíz. Years later, the name was translated from the indigenous language into English, and it was baptized as Carn Island. Although this information is commonly used, others historians question it and dispute the reason for the origin of the name of Carn Island. In this place, many things connect you with the sea. Walking its streets is evidence that here everything revolves around the sea. Being here, you immediately feel like I was in the island of Providence. Here in Carn Island, you can breathe an atmosphere of peace. Its beaches are very beautiful and colorful, a very pleasant place full of nature. To know a little more about this beautiful place, we will visit one of the most important history professors in the region so that he can give us a reference and background about this beautiful Carn Island. Mr. Charles Hudson,
Yes.
nice to meet you.
Nice meeting you too.
You can tell me a little about the history of Carn Island, what it called like that, if it always have that name. Tell me a little about Carn Island.
Carn Island have been a slave hideout. That's about a pirate hideout. The pirates used to come around here, and there is history that says that the pirates used to hide their treasures mostly on Carn Island, and they will be doing different things. So they had a special well that the name of the well is the Rhoda. The Rhoda well that is located into Southwest Beach, where the pirate would come in and get water, you know, and pick up the fruits that they could find at that time. Carn Island, they didn't have the name of Carn Island. That was in the 15th century. That Carn Island firstly was named Islas Limonarias because Cristobal Colon came here in 1501. And in his trajectory, he has document that says that this island was named Citrus Island because of the existence of a lot of oranges, limes, and different things. So Carn Island have been changing names through the years. Then finally, there's other document that tells me that Carn Island is not because it looks like a corn, or not because it plants corn. It's just that it was a confusion of languages. Where Carn Island, because it come from carne. So the British couldn't really interpret what the Spaniards named it, so they decided that it sounds carne, sound like corn, so Carn Island.
Carn Island.
So it goes. so the Carn Island got the names. And after the British colonization and all these things that Carn Island have been then recognized and been here owned by the British colony, they had 93 slaves established on Carn Island at that time, and it was like the Bowdens, the Quinn, the Hudson, Downs, Cole, and others that somehow I don't recall much. But anyway, so all these people did own slaves. So it was 93 slaves divided up into all these bunch of families that was then the people in that was owning the territories and everything. The whole island. And in 1841, the 27th of August, there arrives a sailing boat at Southwest Beach, captained by Alexander. Alexander, yeah. He came in and he brought the Emancipation Order. So, and read it out at Southwest Beach. And then they went over to all the different neighborhoods and like, yeah, you need to let these people go, you know, because
That's why
there's
you
another.
celebrate the 27th
So that's
of
why we
August,
do 27th of
emancipation.
because emancipation is that slaves have been set free on Corn Island.
Okay.
So everybody was like, wow, now we're free. So what? So you know something? Where we go now? We can't go chop down our boss man things them and go with the things them, you know. So what we do? They go to the swamp. They got the crabs out the swamp.
Okay.
And that was that was what they had then to make the
celebrate.
party, to celebrate with, because they didn't have anything anyway. They were like empty-handed and you're free.
Yeah.
No, you don't have nothing.
Yeah.
So well, they end up get the crabs out the swamp and they decide to make one big soup with it. So today we still celebrate with soup because with the crab soup, the crab soup there because it has a symbolical meaning for the people there. So from then onward, we continue celebrating this thing every year. Every year we celebrate the 27th of August because it has a very good feeling and meaning for the people of the municipality, what is really the original people that is here, because now today we have a different situation.
Yes.
But our people owns the island, and then we went after the colonization. Then we start having governments in the country, and then we are owned then by the presidents them that was in the country. That would be like Somosas. So Somosas, when he get here, he bought some properties here in Corn Island. Would be like Picnic Center Beach. That belongs to Somoza. And Somoza would take, then Little Corn was we'd call it the potrero of Corn Island.
Okay.
So they would most have cattle on Little Corn.
Okay.
And then Somoza embraced that. And then he take his people them that is against his government, him take them and exile them in Little Corn.
Oh
so you'll go to exile on Little Corn, you know.
Okay.
And well, Corn Island then start making some changes, you know. It's gonna start changing because the people start cultivating with coconuts and start building an industry of coconuts. So after that, in the 60s, high 60s, 70s, 80s, we still had coconut as an industry of the island that would be a big economical income for the people. We lose that after the Hurricane Joan in 1988. We had that hurricane that destroyed Corn Island and destroyed the coconut industry. So the people mostly went to the fishery.
Okay.
So the people from the coconut, they just had to move on to the fishery. So they go to lobstering. After they went to lobstering, we were doing this for like 50 odd years. We're doing the lobstering. Well, the government decided that they need to do some protection because of their environmental impact and different stuff. So they decided, okay, we're gonna do a protection. So we'll do like 4 months out the year, we're not gonna be fishing in lobster. So you'd have to have a next option. So the other option would be go scale fishing. Okay. So the people right now, since we're out and we're on Veda, the lobster, then we go now where we fishing fish. Scale fish is the income of the island actually.